We have Ryan DeWald from Team Skyline with us today. How you doing today, Ryan?
Excellent. Happy to be here.
Good deal. I want to start off by wishing you a happy belated birthday.
Thanks. Yeah, 39. It's sneaking up on me quick here.
Getting to be an elder statesman in the peloton, huh?
How about it? Anybody born in the 70s should be able to start in the front.
Automatic call up. So, on that vein, you've had a pretty long history of racing in the United States. How did you get started racing bicycles?
Mountain biking, the mountain biking scene in Reading kind of picked up, and I was a kid, 13, 14 years old doing local mountain bike races, and I took that straight through the ranks, and then I went into road bike racing 2001, 2002. 2002, I went over to Europe and raced with the U.S. national team, did the whole Belgian thing, living in the gutter, and took it from there. And in just 2003, I got a pro contract in the States and got to do all the cool events like the San Francisco Grand Prix, the Tour of Ireland, and it was a real cool opportunity. A local director, Bill Audine, gave me that opportunity, and it really helped excel to the next level. Snow Valley presented by Ceylon, Rite Aid. It just kept going. I'm still riding that wave.
Right on. So, about 5 years ago, you were diagnosed with type 1 diabetes. How has that changed your approach to training and racing?
Well, scientifically, it changed my whole body on a cellular level. So I had to adapt to that, which was a bit of a task. It was dangerous for sure. Like I found myself in some sketchy situations. Once you start throwing insulin into the system, your blood sugar drops. You don't know where you're at, what's going on. And sometimes you're just on the deck. So that was happening pretty often. And then, I worked with Novo Nordisk, the all diabetic cycling team. Gave me an opportunity as well. So I jumped on that and I fast tracked my love affair to diabetes with some of the best doctors, the best technology. And, that program didn't work out for me so much. I was a little too old. They didn't think I had many years left in me. I don't think they wanted to invest in me too much. So I started my own foundation and my own nonprofit, and it revitalized my career really because it made it more of a challenge. It wasn't the same old. It added a whole new element of risk, and I think I liked it. So and I liked overcoming it. It revitalized my whole thing, and now I find myself inspiring other people that have this disease that feel that they can't do anything, or they're like young kids. That's who I like to talk to. Like the young kids that feel like, oh man, I can't take gym class, I can't do this. They want to leave these sedentary lifestyles. I'm saying, no way, man. You can totally stay in track and do this, do that, and get on this equipment. And the technology boom that's happening since I was diagnosed, it was a little over 4 years ago. The technology has come along to make people's lives better, and those companies need to get out there, and it's hard to fight with insurance companies to afford this stuff. I mean, it put my bike shop into distress. I mean, it bankrupted me right away, basically, the cost of this disease. So I had to dig out of that while I was building this team and focusing on my own health. It was definitely a slippery slope, and I took a lot of chances across the boards. I leveraged everything I had to come back to the sport and put it all on the line, and now I'm trying to keep it going.
So, your team is Team Skyline, which is your bike shop, and your organization is Winning the Race with Diabetes. You talked a little bit about what you're doing with Winning the Race Diabetes, talking to youth, but what do you hope to accomplish with this? What's the long-term goal for you in Winning the Race with Diabetes?
Well, it gives me a platform to play off of, and that's what I needed. I needed something, a stage to put myself on and communicate to medical professionals. Like I want to talk to the people that have the disease, and what I think happened, which put me in this weird. I was 34 when I was diagnosed. It put me in a weird situation because I think a lot of people that have this disease and had type 1 diabetes for a long time kind of have like this, like a burnout from it, and they just muster through it and they deal with it because they've had it for so long and technology is so slow. Well, right now it's booming and not a lot of people want to use the technology. About 10% of type 1 diabetics actually use continuous glucose monitors or an insulin pump. They stay with the needles. They stay with the old primitive technology, which isn't really as healthy and could add to depression, more of a lethargic lifestyle. And I think my push is to fight the insurance companies to pay for the things for the people with type 1 diabetes to have a better lifestyle. That's one of my fights. It's just one of my fights. The cost of insulin is crazy. When I was first diagnosed, I was buying a vial of insulin was $380. That's what it cost me. I had to, and I needed to survive. There was nothing I could do. Um, so it added up. The first year cost me $20,000. I had some Obamacare coverage, that just kept going up, and then the coverage to the cost of meds started, and I could go to Mexico and buy it cheaper. And I rode all the waves. I searched every avenue because I'm a small bike shop owner in Reading, Pennsylvania. It's not like I have deep pockets to fight this disease. And everything I did have, I put into bike racing. So it really put me up against the wall, and I had to be resourceful. And I think that my fight for the financial side of it, let alone the healthy side of it, is something I want to share with other people and maybe inspire them to live healthier lives. Is really what it's coming to, and also become more of a liaison between the health networks of a lot of hospitals in areas and race promoters, so they can work together to promote a healthier America through bike racing and cycling events in general. I feel there's some kind of a gel with that all, and winning the race with diabetes is the platform I put it on, because I still do it. I'm still winning bicycle races with this, and it's risky, man. Like I definitely thread the needle of hypoglycemia finishing an event sometimes. And it's like, I don't know if I'm going to make it to the line. Like I can see my blood sugars dropping. I slammed a pack of blocks, but it's just not really, I don't know what's going to win. Are the blocks going to come in and give me enough glucose to finish the event? Whatever. I'm still pinning it.
I've seen you in that pretty dark cave a few times in the peloton, where I don't know if you're seeing much beyond the end of your front tire. So I can have some experience with that. So in a race and in racing, you're going to be in Chicago this weekend at the Intelligentsia Cup. Tell us about your experience with this event, and what are you most looking forward to at the Intelligentsia Cup?
I like it. It's a great event. I'm looking forward to spending time with the host family in West Dundee. They're really great people. They've become my friends. The whole community, the neighborhood takes care of the whole team. And, the events are well organized. The whole, it's that Midwest bike racing vibe. I grew up doing all the races out in the Midwest, and it's kind of, it's the hot spot. You bring a bunch of, and he brings, the promoter brings over a bunch of other teams, New Zealand, German teams. So it's a little bit of an international flair on domestic soil. Not the same guys you're racing every week. And it's really, it's a racer's race. That's what I'd like to say, because not everybody knows the course. There's a few new courses every year. It's 10 days of racing. It becomes a battle of attrition. Logistics and preparation are a major factor. I like it. I like the whole experience, and I try to bring all of my guys. I bring the A squad. This is a big event for the team every year. We save for this one, and we hope to do good. I think we did pretty well last year. We're trying to top that one.
Right on. Well, I hope you can bring some of that form that you had from New England Speed Week to Chicago, because standing on top of the podium there, it was great to see.
Yeah, that was a battle there. That's for sure. The guys were riding really well. I've been working with a coach this year, MSM Pro Coaching. Mike Norton. He rode with me on Rite Aid, and he took an interest in diabetes. He's helping me manage diabetes with cycling coaching, and we're really trying hard. And he's pushing me a little bit more, and he knows me well. And we're adding some real scientific data to what I was doing. I think I was more or less handling diabetes and not so much cycling. Like if I could handle the diabetes and the blood sugar, it was just bike racing to me. But now we're taking it to the next level, and we're going to try to use Intelligentsia Cup to put me over the top form, break the plateau, to go into the Reading Rad Sport in Westchester with some of the best form of my life.
Great to hear. We like to wrap this up with a few speed round questions. So one word answers real quick. Crit or road race?
Crit.
Twitter or Instagram?
Instagram.
Rim or disc brakes?
Disc.
Poutine or fries?
Fritz.
Fritz, there you go. Perfect. Mechanical or electronic shifting?
Electronic.
Excellent. Well, thanks for taking time to speak with us today. If someone wants to learn more about your organization, Winning the Race with Diabetes, where can they find the information?
WinningTheRaceWithDiabetes.org.
Excellent. Now, if somebody wants to follow along with you while you're racing the Intelligentsia Cup, how can they follow you?
Instagram, DeWald Ryan.
DeWaldryan.
You got me.
Excellent. Thanks again. We appreciate your time today, and best of luck in Chicago at the Intelligentsia Cup.
Awesome. I'll keep you all updated. Thank you.